in ragdoll. So for ragdoll, just come toward the top of your mat. Drape your torso over your thighs. You can bring a really generous bend to your knees since we're starting off here. Your hamstrings are probably pretty tight. But from here, you can leave your arms dangling down, or you can grab for opposite elbows and sway side to side. Let your head just hang heavy. Bring your attention to your breath. Take a nice deep breath in. And a nice loud breath out your mouth. Take another deep breath in, just like that. Fill up your belly. Feel your low back expand as well. This time, seal your lips and exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this, in and out through your nose. A couple more rounds of breath on your own. Drop your arms back down to the ground. Place your left palm in the middle of your space and take a really generous bend in your left knee. Then inhale, easy twist. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. Feeling this gentle twist in your spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. Return your right palm down to the ground in the middle of your space. Take a really generous bend to your right knee to make that possible. Then inhale, easy twist. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. You can gaze toward the sidewall or up toward your left palm. Take a nice deep breath in. Twist a bit deeper on your breath out. And drop your left hand back down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Leave just a sliver of space between your heels. And a nice slow inhale, rise all the way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. When you get to the top, extend your arms up overhead and press your palms together. Interlace your hands and release your pointer finger and thumb, so you're pointing up toward the sky. Inhale, find length. Exhale, side body stretch to the right. Point your fingers over to the right side of your space and bump your hips to the left, finding space along your left rib cage. Inhale, return back up to center, extend up nice and high. Then exhale, side body stretch to the left, press your hips to the right. With a nice stretch on your right side body. Inhale, return back up to center. Exhale, Samastitihi. Drop your hands together at your heart. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze to the tip of your nose. Root down through all corners of your feet. Pull your kneecaps up. And tuck your tailbone gently underneath your body. Take a nice deep breath in here. Strong breath back out your nose. Flutter your eyes open. Drop your arms down to your sides. Face your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Option to press your palms together, or you can leave them separate. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips down to the ground. Option to bring a bend to your knees here. Feeling the gentle opening in your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Shift the weight into the ball mounds of your feet. Then magnetize your shoulder blades together to flatten your spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your heels over your toes. Now very slowly with control, lower all the way down to your belly. When you get down on your belly, untuck your toes. So press the tops of your feet down into the ground. Cricket your elbows up. Inhale, baby cobra. Gently lift your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press the tops of your feet down. And exhale, lower your chest back down to your mat. Inhale, high plank. Press yourself all the way back up, nice and strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in here in this down dog. Deep breath out, press your palms down and forward. One more deep breath in. And another deep breath out. Send your heels a little closer down towards the earth. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, forward fold, then back down. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at heart center. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, extend up. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. This time, inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank, lower down halfway, elbows pinned in toward your sides. Option to take this on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Press your palms down and then relax your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, set down. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands together at heart center. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out, compress your chest closer toward your thighs. Inhale, extend your right heel high, flex your right toes down to the ground, squeeze your right glute, breath in. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot between your palms. Now from here, press all of your weight down into your right foot, and you can take this transition as slow as you need. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Press really hard down into your right heel and lift your left knee up in line with your left hip. You can either extend your arms overhead or keep your hands at your waist. Squeeze your right glute to help with your stability in your standing leg and flex your left toes up toward your face. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, figure 4. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit your hips down. So pretty deep hip opener here. So you don't have to sit as low as you can. Your hips are a little bit tight. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee back up in line with your hip. Now tricky transition again. Exhale, low lunge. Hinge your torso forward and down. Gently step your left leg toward the back of your space and then drop your left knee down to the earth. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. You can leave your arms up overhead if you like, or you can interlace your hands around your front thigh, or maybe hands at your waist, whatever you'd like. Feel this deep opening in your left hip flexors by pressing your pelvis forward and sort of tucking your tailbone as you press your pelvis forward. Now inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms back up overhead. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg. Point your right toes up toward the ceiling. Stack your left hip over your left knee. So if you're sitting back really far, maybe move your right foot a little bit farther toward the top of your mat. You can tense your fingers next to your shin. Engage your right quad. So pull your kneecap up. Then as you engage your right quad, it'll help lengthen your hamstring on the back of the leg. Now from here, place your left hand down into the ground. Inhale, revolved half splits. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. So you're opening your chest toward the right side of your space. So it's a gentle twist here. You should be feeling this a little bit in your outer right hip in this revolved posture here. You can tuck your back toes under if that helps with your balance. I find sometimes that helps. Take one more breath in. Exhale, plant your right palm back down onto your mat. And begin to shift your weight back forward. Inhale, crescent moon, extend your arms up overhead. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms, step your right foot back, then lower down halfway. Those are always optional. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your left heel high, flex your left toes toward the ground. Even the weight between your palms, breath in. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot between your hands. Now here's this transition, take it as slow as you need. Press all of your weight into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Use the strength of your left leg and your core to lift your right knee up in line with your hip. Option to extend your arms overhead or keep them at your waist. Squeeze your left butt cheek, keep your left leg engaged. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, figure four, cross your right ankle over your left thigh and sit your hips as low as you'd like. Again, it's pretty early, so you don't have to sit as deep as you can. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your right knee up in line with your hip. And exhale, low lunge. Take it as slow as you need. Hinge your torso forward and down. Step your right leg gently toward the back of your space. And then drop your right knee down to your mat. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead, and breathe here. You can keep your arms up, interlace your hands around your front thigh, however you like to settle into crescent moon. Now inhale, crescent moon, sweep your arms back up if they're not already there. Exhale, half split, straighten your left leg, come up onto your left heel and point your toes up toward the ceiling. Maintain a nice neutral spine here, so feel the stretch in your hamstring rather than curling in your upper back. Use your exhales to hinge just a little bit deeper. Now from here, plant your right hand down onto the ground. You can tuck your back toes under if that helps with your balance. Inhale, revolved half splits. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. You can gaze toward the left wall or up toward your hands. Keep your hips squared toward the front. So your legs should be the same as they just were in half split. The only thing that's really changing is now this twist in your torso. One more breath in. Exhale, half split. Drop your left hand back down to the ground. Now inhale, crescent moon. Shift your weight forward. Extend your arms up to frame your face. And exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Step your left leg back. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press your heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, keep your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Use the strength of your right leg to lift your left knee in line with your hip. Exhale, figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and sit your hips down. Inhale, one-legged mountain, arms back up. Exhale, low lunge. Gently step your left leg to the back of your space, palms down. Drop your left knee. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead. Exhale, half split. Straighten your right leg. Come up onto your right heel. Now plant your left palm. Inhale, revolve, half splits. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, drop your right hand. Inhale, crescent moon. Shift your weight forward, arms up overhead. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Always the option to take these on your knees or skip them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your tailbone up nice and high. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Press down into your left heel as you lift your right knee up in line with your hip. Exhale, figure four. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh and sit your hips down, feeling this nice opening on the right hip. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your right knee up in line with your hip. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly hinge forward and down. Step your right leg to the back of your space and drop your right knee. Inhale, crescent moon, arms up overhead. Exhale, half split, straighten your left leg, tense your fingers on the ground. Press your right hand into the earth. Inhale, revolved, half splits. Extend your left arm up toward the ceiling, twisting toward the left side. Exhale, half split, drop your left palm back down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon, shift your weight forward, reach your arms up. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms, step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out, press your palms firmly down into the ground. Inhale, extend your right foot high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot between your palms. Now spiral your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. You can drop your hands to your waist if you'd like to help square your hips forward. So pull your left hip forward and your right hip back, but still bend deeply into your right knee. And press as much weight as you can down into your back foot as well. So it's like you're almost trying to pull your mat apart underneath your feet. Take another deep breath in. Sink a little deeper on your breath out. Now inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hinge from your hips and then release your hands down toward the ground, and you can tense your fingers on the ground. If you're rounding a lot in your upper back, step your back foot in, maybe a couple footprints. That might help here. So squeeze your upper inner thighs toward one another. So your hips should be in line with one another. So if your left hip drops back and you're kind of opening toward the left side, step your left foot up a little bit. Really nice, intense hamstring stretch here. On your next inhale, rise back up to warrior one. Extend your arms up overhead. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms, step your right foot back, and then lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Spiral your back foot down. Inhale, warrior one. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here. You can drop your hands to your waist if you'd like. Square your hips forward. Your back foot should be at about a 45-degree angle, and you can take as wide of a stance as you'd like. If you think that creates a more solid base and feels better in your body, you can always take a nice wide stance or a shorter stance, stepping your back foot in a little bit. So bend deeply down into your front knee as you press your back foot into your mat. Take a nice deep breath in. Sink just a bit deeper on your breath out. Now inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, pyramid pose, hinge from your hips. So first reach your arms forward and then down toward your mat. If the mat is still really far away and you're having trouble getting your fingers down, step your back foot in maybe a couple footprints. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. So it's like you're squeezing your inner thighs toward one another without actually moving your feet. Take one more breath in. Stretch a little deeper on your breath out. On your next inhale, rise back up to warrior one, bend back into your left knee, arms up overhead. Exhale, high to low plank, plant your palms down into your mat, step your left leg back and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out your nose. Inhale, extend your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. That same transition here, press all of your weight into your right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your left knee up in line with your left hip. Now we'll be here just for a couple breaths to find your balance here. So squeeze your right butt cheek. Firmly, or distribute the weight evenly between your right foot. So the ball mounds of your foot and the knife edge of your foot and your heel. Press even weight down between all points of your foot. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, open arm twist toward the left. Draw your left arm back, either right arm forward, or you can take your right hand on your outer left thigh, kind of helping hold up your left leg. From here, you can stay right here and work on balance. You can even place your left hand on your hip if you'd like. If you'd like to move on and try something a little different, you can take your peace sign fingers of your right hand, grab for your left big toe, and begin to extend your left heel out in front of you, straightening your left leg. It's called revolved hands to big toe pose. Keep a nice strong right leg, keeping you nice and strong and stable. If you've got your big toe, slowly bend your knees and you can let go of your big toe. Come back to an open arm twist. Inhale, one-legged mountain, arms back up to center. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot to the back of your mat and then drop your left knee down to the ground. Toggle your right foot out to the edge of your mat and come to a runner's lunge. You can settle into this however you like. You can maybe roll over onto the knife edge of your front foot for a second to open up your hip. You can drop down to your forearms, however you'd like. Take one more nice breath in, and a nice deep breath out your nose. If you're down on your forearms, press back up onto your palms. Tuck your back toes under and come to an active runner's lunge, lifting your left knee off the ground. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to the back of your space. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your left foot high. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot in between your palms. Press all of your weight down into your left foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Lift your right knee up in line with your right hip. You can either keep your hands on your waist or extend them overhead. Flex your right toes up toward your face. Find a nice solid foundation in your left leg here. Nice strong left leg. Take a deep breath in. Now exhale, open arm twist toward the right. Draw your right arm back and left arm either forward or on the outside of your right thigh, kind of helping to keep your right leg up. Now you can stay here and work on balance here. Option to bring your right hand toward your right waist. Or you can take your peace sign fingers of your left hand, grab for your right big toe. You have nice open hamstrings here. Begin to press your right heel out in front of you, straightening your right leg. Find one unmoving point to gaze at to help with your balance and maintain your focus. You've got your big toe. Slowly bend your knee. You can let go of your toe. Come back to an open arm twist. Now inhale, one-legged mountain. Reach your arms back up overhead to center. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot to the back of your space, and then drop your right knee down to your mat. Toggle your left foot to the outer edge of your space for runner's lunge. You can keep your palms down into the ground. If you want, you can drop down to your forearms. Take a few rounds of breath, continuing to breathe in and out through your nose. You're down on your forearms. Press back up onto your palms. Come to an active runner's lunge. Lift your right knee up off of the ground. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left leg to the back of your space, hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. And just deep breath back out your nose. Inhale, hinge forward to a high plank, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet into the ground, point your elbows up to the ceiling. Inhale, baby cobra, gently lift your chest, squeezing the back line of your body. One more deep breath in. And lower your chest back down on your breath out. Drop your left cheek to the ground. You can extend your arms down by your sides. Option to bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs, so drop your heels from one side to the next. Return your chin to center. Press your palms down into the ground, and then lift up to standing on your knees, and then flip over onto your butt. Press the soles of your feet down into the ground and lower all the way down to your back. We'll take bridge pose here. For bridge pose, you can either keep your palms down by your sides, or you can interlace your hands underneath your sacrum once you lift your hips up. So you can take whatever option you'd like. So drop your palms down by your sides. So much that you could brush your heels with your fingertips. And inhale, bridge pose. Press the bottoms of your feet firmly into the ground. Use the strength of your legs to lift your hips up. Maintain space between your chin and your chest. Option to snuggle your shoulders underneath your body and interlace your hands. Take one more breath in. And on your breath out, slowly lower your hips back down to the ground. Drop her behind your thighs, rocking the length of your spine. And then meet up in a tall seat with your legs extended out in front of you. Remove any flesh from underneath your sit bones. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, seated forward fold, hinge forward. Grab for the outer edges of your feet or your shins, whatever you can address. Your next inhale, slowly rise back up. Press the soles of your feet together to touch for Baddha Konasana, bound angle. So soles of your feet together, you can pull your heels as close or as far away from your body as you'd like. You can maybe grab for the bottoms of your feet. Maintain a nice tall spine if you're staying upright. You can stay right here if that's enough for you. If you want to hinge forward, get a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can go ahead and on a nice deep exhale, hinge forward. Maybe your elbows flare out a little bit, pressing your legs closer down into the ground and opening through your hips a little bit more. You've hinged down, slowly rise back up. Press the soles of your feet back into the ground and recline all the way down to your back. Hug your right knee up into your right armpit and extend your left leg long out in front of you. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your right leg over toward the left side of your space. Plant your shoulder blades down into the ground. Either tee out or goalpost your arms. Option 2, gaze over your right shoulder, or you could keep gazing up toward the ceiling. Return your legs to center. Hug your left knee up and toward your left armpit and extend your right foot long. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Draw your left leg over to the right side of your space. Stack your hips on top of one another. Then tee out or goalpost your arms. It's okay if your left leg doesn't hit all the way down toward the ground, just so long as you keep your shoulder blades grounded. Turn your legs back to center. Draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Roll up into one tiny little ball as tight as you possibly can. Lift your forehead up to your knees. Compress every muscle to every bone. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your body fall into whatever shape it pleases. Release any tension that you're hanging onto in your body. A quick body scan, starting from your toes. Release any tension from your feet, your ankles. Draw your attention up your legs. Release any tightness in the muscles in your legs. All the tightness you're hanging onto in your hips and your abs. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Just let them melt into the earth. Let your arms fall out, however is comfortable for you. Palms up, palms down. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a moment of rest here. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. If you'd like to be guided out this morning, begin to bring small movements to your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead, point your toes, lift your low back. Draw your knees into your chest, then rock onto either your right or your left side, using your bicep as a pillow for fetal pose. Press yourself up to a nice, tall, comfortable seat. You can place your hands on your knees and your lap at heart center. Hold your eyes closed or soften your gaze. We'll finish with a breath. Exhale out any stale air that's left in your lungs. Now take a nice deep, full breath in. Fill up your belly. Feel the breath rise into your chest. Then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, sigh your air out nice and loud.
Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows and your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste.
Thanks, all.
You're welcome.